In a traditional structure, whether it be concrete or steel, you may not be as concerned with what that finished product looks like. Going a mass timber route where you have glulam, columns, beam, CLT roof, you really want to showcase that material. And so you really take into account from the very beginning, I want to have structure here and I want it to kind of frame something, or I want it to be a part of the architecture.
We came up with this design really to have an impact on the community and kind of that wow factor. What kind of stood out was just the wood, the raw beauty of that much wood. And you can see we didn't cover up anything we didn't have to. That's what makes, the building feel so special.
The aesthetics is something you really can't mimic. And so I think there's a distinctiveness to it of the product type that resonates with people. I mean, you see it as people walk into the building, as we've toured prospective tenants. Our human nature is we are drawn to nature, right? And so bringing some of those natural elements into the built environment is something that we really wanted to prioritize here.
The guests love the sense of feeling as if they're in a lake house. There's the beautiful wood structure that is the walkway, and it seamlessly merges into the ceiling element. I think that guests are just astounded by the use of the material, and it brings an extra layer of sort of comfortability, and the look of awe and delight when people walk into the space there's nothing like it.
I do think the sort of biophilia aspect is meaningful. I think we all would agree that when you walk into a space, when you can sort of reach out and touch and feel it, that's something different. And I think that gives you a different feeling than if it's concrete, than if it's steel. The wood certainly does have a calming effect. And I think for that purpose alone, users, and in this case, students, can enjoy that and feel it every day when they walk into a building.
The reaction from the customers is pretty much always the same, is look up, wow, and then ask some questions. And what that allows us to do is have that conversation with the customer about why we built it, back to our purpose and values, and then you can have a conversation that hopefully you have an impact on them.
In my job as a developer, you've got the hard costs, you've got the soft costs, you've got tangible value, you've got intangible value, right? Obviously, aesthetics is something that falls in the softer side of things, and it's a lot of times harder to wrap your head around how the market will see it. But it's more than just the economics of it. As you think about something that will have indelible value long term, you have to think about, is what you're building something that 20 years down the road will still be distinctive and different.